There are cars, and then there are legends. Machines not built for the faint of heart, but for those who live fast, roar loud, and leave tire marks on history itself. In one corner we have a name that has ruled muscle car royalty for decades, the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. It's not a car, it's a monster with an engine. And standing defiantly across from it is the Reborn warrior, a new chapter in American muscle, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Sleek, aggressive, engineered with fury and finesse, it's Ford's loudest statement since the GT 500. This isn't just a head-to-head. This is chaos and combustion dressed in chrome. Because when these two beasts meet, the ground trembles, and one will walk away with the crown. Let's start with what matters most in this war, the engine. The Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat has become almost mythical for its power. It roars to life with a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8. The numbers? Insane. 717 horsepower, 889 Nm of torque. This isn't acceleration, it's detonation. Tap the throttle and it'll spin its rear wheels into smoke before you even blink. The Hellcat isn't here to be polite. It exists to overwhelm, to dominate, to annihilate whatever poor stretch of asphalt dares to challenge it. It's a wild stallion dipped in nitroglycerin, but don't underestimate the Mustang Dark Horse. It's smaller, yes, but it fights like an apex predator. With a 5-liter naturally aspirated Coyote V8, it generates a blistering 500 horsepower and 567 Nm of torque. That may seem modest next to the Hellcat, but here's where things get interesting. The Mustang Dark Horse is lighter, nimbler, and far more precise. Its power delivery is raw and immediate thanks to a flat plane crank and a redline that screams past 7,500 RPM. This car isn't built to simply go fast in a straight line. It's built to slice corners, drift curves, and dance through apexes with the grace of a killer ballerina. Transmission? Both offer choices, but with radically different personalities. The Hellcat gives you an 8-speed automatic that's been fine-tuned for sheer brute force. It delivers neck-snapping shifts with launch control that feels like being kicked by a cannon. The Mustang Dark Horse, meanwhile, gives purists something sacred, a 6-speed Tremec manual gearbox. Every gear change feels mechanical, emotional, personal. And yes, there's a 10-speed auto option too, but those who choose the manual know what they came for: control, connection, adrenaline. Inside, the Hellcat is unapologetically old school, bulky, bold, and brutal. It's more of a bunker than a cockpit. Massive seats, red gauges, and a supercharger whine that drowns out your playlist. It feels like you're driving a muscle-bound dragon. And honestly, that's the charm. You don't buy a Hellcat for soft curves and mood lighting, you buy it for the chaos. The Mustang Dark Horse is different. Step inside, and it's like entering a stealth fighter. You get a curved dual-screen setup that seamlessly blends the digital dash and infotainment. Track telemetry, custom gauges, launch timers, it's a geeky driver's dream. The steering wheel is flat-bemmered. The seats hug your body like armor. And the blue stitching reminds you that this isn't just any Mustang. It's born to fight, born to win. And now, we come to the battlefield. The road, the drag strip, the track. Wherever rubber meets tarmac, these two titans tell different stories. The Challenger SRT Hellcat is an unstoppable force in a straight line. 0 to 60 mph? Just around 3.6 seconds. Quarter mile? A staggering 11.2 seconds. This thing isn't a car. It's a wrecking ball on wheels. But it's heavy. Over 4,400 pounds. And in corners, that weight makes itself known. It's not clumsy, but it's not agile either. Push it hard into a curve, and it'll slide wide, howl in protest, and beg you to straighten out and hit the gas again. The Mustang Dark Horse plays a different game. It clocks 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds, but it makes up for that with precision. Thanks to MagneRide adaptive suspension, near 50/50 weight distribution, and massive brakes, the Dark Horse lives for corners. It dances where the Hellcat charges. It's less of a brawler, more of a fighter pilot. On a winding mountain road or a technical racetrack, The Mustang makes the Hellcat feel like a sledgehammer trying to perform ballet. But don't forget sound. Oh no, sound is everything. The Hellcat doesn't just make noise, it summons thunder. That supercharged whine followed by an explosion of V8 thunder is enough to scare children, turn heads, and probably wake the dead. The Mustang Dark Horse, on the other hand, sings. A naturally aspirated scream that builds and builds as you climb toward redline. It's a primal shriek of mechanical fury, pure, clean, and absolutely intoxicating. Then there's the price of admission. The Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat starts around $72,000, 0 cents, but depending on options and trims, it can climb fast, especially if you go for the red-eye or jailbreak versions. The Mustang Dark Horse, by contrast, lands closer to $60,000, 0 cents. More affordable, more accessible, but by no means less serious. It's a weapon made for the modern muscle enthusiast who still craves track days and canyon run. But now we come to the question that divides garages and breaks friendships. Which one should you choose? If your soul craves raw power, if you want to hear your tires cry and your passengers scream, if you dream of burnout, smoke, and V8 madness, the Hellcat is your beast. It's outrageous, over the top, and absolutely iconic. It doesn't care about lap times, it cares about making an entrance. But if you want something more balanced, more engineered, more refined, if you love driving as much as you love speed, the Mustang Dark Horse is your stallion. It gives you control, feedback, razor-sharp reflexes, and just enough madness to keep you grinning all day long. Both are dying breeds. Both are among the last of their kind. As the world moves toward electrification, these two machines remain proud, loud, and defiantly analog. They don't just move, they shake the earth beneath them. So ask yourself, are you the thunder, or are you the storm? Because in the end, there's no wrong choice, only a decision between two paths who paved with fire, the other, with precision. Smash that like button, subscribe for more high-octane head-to-heads, and tell us in the comments, are you Team Hellcat or Team Dark Horse? The future may be silent, but while these beasts still roam, the roads will never be quiet. Stay fast, stay furious, and never ever lift